Mr. Weyand, why not just clean up all of the world's sewage and use that for water? I mean, wouldn't we have enough clean water for everyone if we would just clean up all the sewage?
Yeah, no, the supply in the world depends just on the resources we have. So we must look at how the resources are distributed over the world.
Would you say that the key here is distribution, or is the key here conservation?
The key is resource. The key issues are the resources, and then certainly you have to do something for conservation and for maintenance and so on.
You and I were talking earlier, and I remember you saying that saving water sometimes actually creates costs. Explain that to us, because a lot of people would think that they were actually saving money if they were saving water.
Yes, if you see the situation we have now in Germany, you can say we have 123 per capita consumption right now per day, and this is a very low standard. So if you go on saving money further on, so you have to flush the pipes and you have to do further things in the sewage sector. So it rises a lot of costs now. So if you save money, the costs will rise in the water sector.
So it actually costs more money to maintain the pipes if you're not using a lot of water.
And for hygiene and so on.
Okay, so would you say the Germans fail or pass the grade when it comes to conserving water? Yes,
I guess we have to see that in other parts of the world, it makes sense to save water. If you look, for instance, in America, we have a per capita consumption up to 600 liters per day per person. So it makes sense to save water coming to a standard we have in Germany and also in other parts of the world. So there you have to save water to go on.
Mr. Weyand, can you explain to us for a second, how does someone consume 600 liters of water a day?
Yes, if you look at the life standard you have, so if you go to if you have a pool or if you have some constructions of water in the garden or something like that, so you can use a lot of water.
Water, let's talk about the price right now. Water is certainly not cheap here in Germany. We've got a graphic we want to show everyone so they can get a picture of that. We can see in comparison with other countries such as the U.S. or Spain, people in Germany pay a lot for H2O. Why is that?
So we have a lot of differences in the system. You have different taxes and subsidies. For instance, in France, the cities are paying subsidies to the networks. And you have another quality standard in the world, and your security of supply is another issue. So in Germany, you can rely on the security of supply of drinking water. Mm-hmm. In other parts of the world, it's not the same case. So in Spain, for instance, for several weeks or days, water is interrupted. And also in London, we had a lot of times where water is interrupted because the maintenance of the network in Germany is very high.
And in there, it's not as good.
And we have a low grade of water losses. This is not the case in the UK, also not in the United States.
Let's talk about water that's needed for manufacturing right now. We've got a graphic here we'd like to show people too. We put together a list of products such as computer chips, leather shoes, for example, and you can see how much water is needed to produce these products. Is the lesson here that we shouldn't buy leather shoes anymore?
No, that's not the lesson. First of all, you have to produce leather shoes in an efficient way, saving energy and saving water, but you have to ask for what region is that constructed. It's not useful to buy leather shoes, for instance, in region where you have water scarcity, for instance in India or something like that, because then you create water scarcity in that country.
Okay.
In Germany, you have water resources enough available, so it doesn't make any sense to save water.
Okay. Mr. Weyand, thank you very much.
Thank you.